Let's talk a little bit more and define these terms dominant allele and recessive allele. Okay. The dominant allele is going to mask the presence of the other version of that gene on the different homologous chromosome. Okay. These recessive alleles are going to be the boys that get masked when there's dominant. So let's link this back to having axial flowers. If we have two alleles that are the dominant allele, we're going to have our trait show that we have this axial flower arrangement. If we have one dominant allele and one recessive allele, we're still going to see this expression where the flowers are going to show up along the entire axis of the plant. In order to have terminal flowers, we need to have both alleles being the recessive allele. So if you are like me and you are a cool left-handed person, you have the recessive alleles for handedness. Now, in order to describe this, we have to talk about these terms of phenotype. Okay. Phenotype means the physical characteristics of that organism. Okay. So what can we see? What do we notice about our pea plants? If genes for this flower arrangement of axial flowers could be big A, little a, or big A, big A. Either way, it's going to give us the same, okay? If we want to have terminal flowers, we need to have two of those recessive alleles. The genotype then is that genetic makeup, okay? What type of genes are present in that individual? Do we have two dominant alleles? Do we have two or one dominant and one recessive allele? Do we have two recessive alleles? Okay, that's the genotype. What type of genes are present in those organisms? If we have two types of the same allele, we're going to call this homo, right? So same Z's, homozygous. Okay, these alleles are the same. These alleles are the same. Ruh-roh. What I'm noticing here is that our big H is called homozygous. Our little h is called homozygous. That's the same term for things that are different from each other. Uh-oh, that means we need to have some extra words to describe these differences. So we can have homozygous dominant, or we can have homozygous recessive. Our other option for our genotype is big H, little h. In this case, we have two different alleles, right? On one homochromo, we have the big H. On the other homochromo, we have the little h. So they're different. So we're going to call these heterozygous. Now, we don't need heterozygous dominant. We don't need heterozygous recessive. All we have to do is if we have two different alleles, we just have to say heterozygous and we're done talking about it.